I want to talk today about confidence and what role that plays in your life, such as the confidence in your artwork or confidence in life in general. If you're not confident with yourself and you don't believe in your abilities, then you're never really going to get there. Whatever your goal is, whatever your dream is, if you're not confident, you're going to wake up every day thinking that you can't do it just because you don't have talent, because you're not famous, because you don't have money. None of those things are really even going to matter. It doesn't matter how much talent you have, no matter how much money you have, fame, or who you are as a person. If you don't have confidence, you're never going to have the ability to push yourself to wherever it is that you're trying to get. I used to think that my artwork wasn't good enough. I used to think that what I was creating didn't have a point, that my abstract art was boring, that it was uninteresting, that my lines weren't very good. I thought that my shading wasn't very good. I thought that I could never do portraits because I wasn't able to do them yet, because my portraits didn't really resemble anything. I kept comparing myself to other people, thinking that I couldn't get there, that their work is so far beyond mine that it's just not possible to ever get there. And a lot of artists and people in general compare themselves to the top 2% or 1% of people that are out there, the people that have been pushing themselves for many, many years, many decades even, that they wake up every day and they push themselves and they try harder and they push themselves to the limits that they were able to create or do the day before. And people are always comparing themselves to those very top people, and then they think to themselves they can never get there. And the one thing that separates those people from the people that aren't there yet is confidence. Sure, they might have some talent, sure they might be a little bit famous, or maybe they have a name that helps them, but more importantly it's confidence. It doesn't matter how hard you're trying. If you're not confident, you're just going to give up. You'll get to a point where you don't think that what you're creating is good enough. Because I used to be like that. I always spent so much time creating artwork, putting so much work into it, and thinking that there are certain things that matter and certain things that don't, such as fame and money and all these other things that are just completely irrelevant. I thought that talent was the most important thing. But as I've gotten older, I've gotten wiser, and I've learned from trial and error and making a lot of mistakes, and I've learned from my mistakes that confidence is the most important. I did a recent drawing, and it was a portrait drawing of one of my subscribers, and before I started drawing the hair, if I wasn't confident that I could do it, I would have given up, because I don't practice drawing hair that much, and I didn't feel that I could do very good at it, because I was always better at doing the shading and getting the shading around the cheeks and the shading around the different parts of the face. I didn't think I could do very well at drawing hair before, but now, when I look back at what I've drawn, I think it's really good, because I had the confidence that I could do it. If I didn't have that confidence, I would have just given up before I started. In your mind, you're going to give up before you even start if you don't have the confidence. You're going to think that, I haven't done this yet, I can't do it. Because there's been times in my life, in life in general, with my artwork especially, that I hadn't done something before, but I had the confidence and I was able to do it. Just like some of my abstract artwork that it's very free form, it's very free flowing, it might have zentangle, very doodling, kind of random. If I don't have confidence, I can't create that style of artwork, because if I'm not confident in my line work and my shading and my cross hatching and everything, I'm not going to make very good artwork. I'm going to start it, and if I start it without any confidence, I'm going to think to myself, hey, I cannot make these lines, I can't make this match up. You'll see one little mistake in it and you'll want to give up. And as long as you continue having the confidence and believing that you can do it, you won't give up on small mistakes. You'll learn from those small mistakes, so that next time you work on another piece of work, you'll remember the mistake you made before, and you'll try to avoid making that mistake again. And if you do make the mistake again, you won't give up just because you did it a second time, or a third time, or a fourth time, or a fifth time. Because it took me 22 years before I was able to even draw portraits or faces that even resembled a face. In the past 6 months especially, I've been working very hard towards improving that, and I've had the confidence that I can do it, because just because I wasn't able to do it before and I spent so much time in doing it doesn't mean that you eventually can't do it. It's just a matter of time. As long as you put your mind to it and you have the confidence that you can do it, you can achieve a lot more in life, and especially as an artist, than what you ever thought you could possibly do. So just have the confidence that what you're doing matters. Have the confidence that no matter how many times you fail, that it doesn't matter how many times you fail, but what really matters is the fact that you never give up. You can do something 1,000 times. Now just imagine if you did something 1,000 times and on the 1,000th try you were finally able to do it. You finally made it there. Now imagine for a second the person that tried it 999 times, okay, and they quit on the 1,000th try, and they were that close, one step away from making it, but they gave up. So don't worry so much about the mistakes that you make. Don't worry and think to yourself that just because you made a couple of mistakes in your past that you're not going to be better tomorrow. Just believe in yourself and have the confidence that the work that you're doing matters. Most people have a much higher potential than they ever thought was possible. impossible, but it's just a matter of getting there. And I think you can get there as long as you don't give up. You just have the confidence to keep trying and to keep moving forward, to learn from your mistakes, and to remember that no matter what, just because you're not there yet doesn't mean that you won't ever get there. So just be confident in your abilities. Because I know what it's like to put thousands of hours of work into something and to continue failing. I know what it's like to put so much time and effort into something that no one notices. People put you down and tell you that you're no good. I know what that's like, but none of that mattered to me because I had the confidence that I could do it. And I believe that as long as you have the confidence, you'll get there too.